Simply examine what the official "I work hard so that my dog can have a better life" shirt doing. You understand you are not the one in this mess. It isn't, and I actually don't assume many individuals imagine that. The battle is in the event you fully shut down to guard endanger COVID folks. You open the door for different deaths and issues. Any choices could be underneath scrutiny. When the complete world can make the mandatory choice. Sure, the common center class Americans would have suffered. That's why different obligatory choices ought to be earning safety and healthcare protection. Official "I work hard so that my dog can have a better life" shirt. Tank top, V-neck, sweatshirt and hoodie. Hoodie, V-neck, tank top, sweatshirt. As a substitute, our administration official "I work hard so that my dog can have a better life" shirts politicize the pandemic. And now you see the place we're. The issue is that if we don't shut down, then our hospitals change into clogged with COVID folks, which closes their doorways to individuals who want medical consideration for different causes, inflicting extra deaths from different causes. Shutting down and dealing remotely saves far more lives than not shutting down. At the 9/11 memorial ceremony, the names of everybody who died are learned out. It takes about 15 hours. To learn out the names of those folks will take extra than 40 days. I teared up at this pic. I do know 200 OK is lots, however, seeing an area stuffed with other products. Long-sleeved sweater and hoodie. Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Ladies Tee. Ladies Tee. Parish's planned cultural arts district is a permanent home. CMST has enjoyed support from St. Tammany Parish government over the years. Pictured from left to right. Pat Brister. St. Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt Tammany Parish President. Lisa Barnett. President Children's Museum of St. Tammany Board of Trustees. Amy Fresh. Executive Director. Children's Museum of St. Tammany. Photo provided by St. Tammany Parish Government website. Whenever he enters the wrong choice, there's a loud, angry buzzer. This time, the on-screen actors and educators don't say, "Good job," or reward the students for their desire to avoid invasion. If the point of the Discovery Center is to teach students the facts of the Grenada invasion, it's reasonable to create a program in which there are right and wrong. The answer about what happened in history. But walking into this experience, the kids were told that the responsibility was entirely theirs. It's disingenuous, and makes for a lopsided role-playing Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt experience, if there's only really one path to take. That said, I sympathize with the challenges involved in designing something like this, challenges we faced again and again when I was working on the Operation Spy immersive experience at the International Spy Museum. Mira Cohen, the Reagan Library's Director of Education, and the creator of the Discovery Center experience, told me that the intent was to design a pilot program for 5th graders with a focus on learning historical thinking skills. Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden long-sleeved. Long-sleeved. The goal is for students to experience presidential decision-making, and then debrief, discuss, and share, utilizing historical and civic literacy skills. Manufacturers should have enough Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt responsibility to spread awareness about default credentials through user guides. Have you ever stopped using a smartphone due to a lack of security updates? If you have answered yes, you know well that how unsecured it is to use the device. However, the same cannot be applied to an IoT device or software solution. Due to its high value, it is impossible to stop using an IoT device when the manufacturer stops releasing security patches. A majority of IoT software and hardware manufacturers don't care much about security updates. Though these products are secure at the time of buying, they become vulnerable to attacks in the absence of security updates. Well, no developer and manufacturer can promise total security. Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt. From various types of cyber attacks. But the main issue with the IoT platform is a majority of users fail to recognize whether or not their devices are affected. Usually, I like to share about dog training. But today I want to do something different and fun. Get excited. Because tonight, it's movie night. As a guy who loves dogs, you can bet that I've watched a fair share of dog movies in my life. And while I love them all, there are a few that have stood out of the crowd. I thought it would be neat to share my favorites so you can check them out. Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Sweater. Perhaps a few that are on my list are your favorites as well. They're not your usual Walt Disney dog movies, but are geared more for seasoned dog owners and lovers. Without further ado, Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt. Check out my favorite dog movies, complete with the suggested audience, and give them a watch. 8 Below is a true story about one man's love of his sled dogs and his commitment to saving them after they get stranded in a snowstorm in Antarctica. Suggested audience. Perfect for those of you who love a bit of drama and suspense. Hachi is one of the most emotional true stories of a dog named Hachi, one of the most loyal dogs in the world. They don't bet on dark horses. In fact, they don't gamble, and if they join, they take the helm. Most likely, if a millionaire pops by his local bank and asks for a loan of $100K for a side business, he will get it on the day, as his credentials, collateral, would be his bank account history, not a business plan. So, when you've already made it, the mere fact opens doors. Investors generally say, "Show us strong revenue and we'll help you multiply it." They say they invest in people, in ideas, but in fact, they only invest in a proven, steady turnover. I once read a beautiful quote from an investor who was used to taking advantage of groveling startups. After Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt. I invest. The bank account is the whole company. The entrepreneur has to change that by building a company around the bank account. And he expects to own a majority of the bank account at closing? Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Hoodie. Give me a Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden shirt break. With this kind of logic, fledgling founders have no chance of retaining any semblance of control over their brainchildren. My enchanted armor gave ample protection from the other monsters, such as behemoths, who simply deal damage. The real challenge is navigating the bleak void, which is the central area in the plains of hell, with no room numbers and no walls except on its very fringes. Loose treasures are your only beacons. And it quickly becomes very clear that hell exists in non-Euclidean space. Retracing your steps will not always take you back to where you were before. And it's not always clear when it does or doesn't, as the rooms lack means of telling them apart. You're meant to wander the plains aimlessly, drinking elixirs and nectars to stay alive, until you stumble upon the way out. Hell is impossible to map. I realized that one thing does uniquely distinguish one room from another: their dimensions. By using the in-game save function within a room, then counting the steps needed to leave it in one direction, reloading, and counting the steps in a different direction, I could accurately measure the size of it and uniquely Top 46 years 1975-2021 Iron Maiden Shirt. Identify it. I had a short suicidal period in 11th Not even when I have my iPod plugged in and can't hear the cars I watch. But I promise the cars will stop if you walk right out in front of them. They will stand on the brakes and they will stop. But what happens behind those cars is a whole different story. This post turned out a little depressing. Now I have revealed my fears. Games are always popular of all age groups. With each passing day, new technology is being developed and other products